there, welcome to Floating in Dreams. This is going to be an overview of some cool toned lip stains and lip liners. Welcome to everybody watching today. Thank you so very much for joining me. In continuation of my cool tone series that I've been doing all year, I thought we could do another lip round with lip stains from K-beauty brands and some of my favorite lip liners. So that's what we're doing today. I think this will be one of the final videos I do as part of this series. I think in December I'm gonna do like the mother load, which is going to be my top 10 favorite cool toned eyeshadows. I think I can do that again because I did do a cool tone ranking over the summertime, but I haven't talked about my favorite cool tone palettes in a very long time. So I think it's time for an update on that. But today I wanted to talk lips one more time. I've already talked about glosses, neutral lipsticks, bright lipsticks, vampy lipsticks, all in the more cool tone spectrum. So there are loads of other videos that you can go back to if you'd like to. I'll make sure to link all of them in the description box down below. So let's get to these lip liners and lip stains. So contrary to other videos that I've done in this series where I've talked about lip products as well, I'm not only going to be just using these one by one, but I think I want to make some combinations. So what I've tried to do here is to make a combo of a lip stain and a lip liner every single time so I can show them to you together. And I have an ulterior motive with that, I'm not gonna lie, because lip stains can be really difficult to remove and then apply another one and not have it affect the next color you put on. So I'm hoping by layering a lip liner underneath all of these that they're going to be easier to remove. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but I thought it would be worth a shot. So we're going to do a lip liner, then two lip stains that I think work quite well with that lip liner, then another lip liner and a lip stain. And we're going to keep going until we get to the end. I've got 10 products here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 4 lip liners and 6 lip stains. So let's get going. As per usual in all of my videos, in the description box down below, you can find loads of links. I've already done swatches with a lot of these products. So I do have other content up. So those links will be in the description box down below. And if there are any products I can link shopping wise, those will be linked through my affiliate link program that I'm a part of, which means that if you click those links and you shop through it, I could make a small commission. First things first is a lip liner I just recently showed you already in a video. This is by Kiko Milano. It is their Creamy Color Comfort Lip Liner in shade 23 specifically. And, and if you see the tip of this, I think you can understand why I like this so much. It is a really pretty pinky light mauve tone that is exactly the shade of my lips. And I've got a pretty purpley lip color myself already naturally. They're quite pigmented, so finding things that are exact matches to my lips is incredibly difficult, and it never happens to me. But this is a good one. I showed it to you, my full face of Kiko Milano already as well. So you may have seen this. I keep raving about these lip liners from Kiko because they're a dupe for the Lisa Eldridge ones and just as good, maybe even better in my opinion, because they come in a ton of shades and they're $7.99 from Kiko. As this video is going up, Kiko is still doing their Black Friday sale, which is buy 3, get 3 products for free. You'll get the 3 cheapest items for free though. So the discount you're gonna get depends on the products you put in your shopping cart, just so you know. Oh, and I'm not affiliated with Kiko. I'm just loving the brand. That's why I make so much content with them. I just love Kiko. And here is what that Kiko lip liner looks like. Shade 23, as I mentioned, I think it's just called Mauve. It's a little bit lighter even than my natural lips, but it's this really pretty pinky shade with a slight purpley undertone. It works really well with some of my more neutral toned, mauve toned lipsticks, and I have been loving this thing to absolute pieces. I know in some of my previous videos, people were saying like some of the options I showed weren't all that cool toned, and I think today I have loads of true cool tones. Very often I find that brands will call something cool toned and then it truly isn't. And Kiko, who is a brand that caters a lot to people with warmer undertones, I have just found some really good cool tone stuff in their lip lines. And this is an excellent one yet again. And what I will be applying on top, first up, is the Romand, I'm never sure how to say this. This is their Dewy Full Water Tint. Here's what the packaging looks like. I believe this is from a special edition though, so I'm not sure if this is still available, but this is Lilac Cream. And I love Romand for a lot of things. They're a K-beauty brand. They do amazing eyeshadow. They also do some really cool lip products. And these Dewy Full Water Tints I really enjoy. I have another one coming up next that is slightly deeper. This is like a very light pink tone with a hint of purple to it, which I love. K-beauty, again, an area where you can struggle finding good cool tones. You really have to sift through things to find the good stuff, and this was one I really enjoyed. It's very light though, so I'm hoping the lip liner will help with this. So that's what the Romand looks like. I've swatched it on the back of my hand next to the lip liner so you can see the difference. And I definitely think that this is a little bit more pinky toned, but because it has the mauve toned lip liner underneath it, it actually makes it look a little bit more plum. So I'm thinking I found another new lip combo that I'm really going to enjoy wearing a lot, because this is definitely altered a little bit. It definitely seems to be a little more of a pinky peach on the back of my hand, but because it is so light, and it's actually a little bit too light for me, and because I have that purpley undertone to my lips naturally anyway, on me it has always showed up a little bit purple. So depending on your natural lip color, this may or may not showed up really, really cool tone, but for me, it's a good one, and you could always layer a cooler toned lip liner underneath it if you'd want to. So roughly reapplied that lip liner yet again, because I do find that I can take these off a little bit more easily, these lip stains, if I do put something else underneath it. So the next shade up is another Dewy Full Water Tint. This is again by Romand, however you want to say it. But this is a different shade, and this is the one I actually wear most. This is in shade 13, Custard Mauve. And I think you can already see in the doe foot here that it is a little bit more plum. And I love wearing this for a very easy, easy to use everyday lip. It's got a little bit more depth than the lilac one I just showed you, but I definitely think it's a little bit more cool toned as well. It's more of a rosy pink though. It's not as purple as it looks on the doe foot. And that is what the Romand looks like on top of that lip liner in shade Must Know. Custard Mauve. I almost call that a different shade that's coming up later with another lip tint. But I think this is absolutely stunning. I wear this a lot. In fact, I just had to take it out of my work bag because I did wear it to work the other day. These are really hydrating on the lips. They do stain your lips though, so they are gonna leave a little bit of a haze of color after this wears off. It is recommended to apply your bottom lip and your top lip separately and don't press your lips together. But my top lip is a lot smaller than my bottom lip is, so I always have to move things around a little bit to get the application to go on well. So I usually do two or three layers of this. The next lip color I have for you is another lip liner. It's again by Kiko. This is the Everlasting Color Precision lip liner in 512, and this is their twist up version of an lip liner, which I like a little bit less because these just become less precise over time, and they do come with a little sharpener on the end, and this also has a little bit of a silicone spatula for you to blend things if you'd want to. So it comes with some extra tools. I believe this is also a little bit more expensive compared to some of the other things. And this is the most purple tone thing I've shown you so far. Depth-wise, I feel it's pretty similar to the Romand one, but this is definitely a little bit more plum leaning. And the next lip stain I have for you is going to fall into that category really nicely as well. So I thought it could make for a good pairing. But let me show you this by itself first. So here's what that lip liner looks like if I fill out my entire lip with it, and you can see that it's definitely a little bit more pinky purple leaning. It's definitely like the most cool tone thing I've shown you so far, but it's also quite intense. This is like almost neon. Like, it doesn't really have a true white base for it to be a neon, but it's definitely a brighter option. And I decided, because I'm wearing this like green sweater today, to go with a green eye look. Because I was looking at my lip selection for today as well, I was like, there's a lot of purple tones in there, and green and purple are opposites on the color wheel, so they can clash really nicely. And I definitely think this brings the eye color, like the colors on my eyes, the eye look I'm wearing, to the forefront even more. So this is a lovely one. I just don't love these twist up ones from Kiko as much as I do the creamy color. Not because it's not a good product, but I just find these a little bit more stiff to work with. And because the tip is so incredibly fine, they are great for outlining your lips, but for filling in the lip, I feel they wear down too quickly, and they can be a little bit tuggy on the lips as well, which I don't love, which is why the other ones are my favorite, but I still think this is good as well. And I'm going to be pairing it with another Romand lip tint. This is a different line though. This comes also in the rounded tube. And this is the Juicy Lasting tint. So the other ones were the Dewy Full Water tint. And this is the Juicy Lasting tint. And this is another great range from Romand. I really, really love their lip stains. I have several of their lines. And I still have most of them. This is in 33 Bare Vine. And I love with these lip stains that the doe foots all look identical. Like it all looks like it's going to be the same shade. And I think I indeed made this a good pairing because that lip liner and lip stain color are an exact match. So let me put this one over the lip liner to see what it looks like paired. And here is what Bare Vine looks like on my lips. I think it's pretty. It adds a little bit more gloss. It's exactly the same shade as the lip liner, which is what I was hoping for. So this works really well. And these Juicy Lasting tints are just that, more juicy. The other ones are a little bit more sheer, a little bit more water-based almost. They're a bit more liquidy almost. And this feels more hydrating, even though the other ones are very hydrating as well. So I shouldn't confuse that. Just feels creamier. And therefore juicier. It gives a little bit more shine to your lips. It plumps them up a little bit more. And this does have a pretty strong fruity scent. So if you don't like scents in your lip products, this may not be for you. But I think this is a beautiful color. And next up is another favorite lip liner. This is not by Kiko though, but by another Italian makeup brand. This is by Wycon. And this is the Intense Lip Pencil in shade 54 Mauve. Mine is very well worn. I wear this a lot with the Wycon lipstick that I showed you in my lipstick video actually. And this is again just a touch darker, a little bit more plum leaning yet again compared to the other selection I just showed you. Those pull a bit more pink compared to this. This is a little bit more plummy brown. So I do feel this has a touch of warmth, which if you love your cool tones, this may not be the best for you, but for me it works really well. Especially combined with the lipstick that I have. Wait, let me see, can I find it? Here is the lipstick I like pairing it with. It almost looks a little bit more gray toned on me. It doesn't look like it in the bullet, I feel, but once it goes onto my lips, this combo looks like it's got gray rather than brown to it. So that's one of the reasons why I like it. This is really rich and creamy. I need to sharpen mine. And it adds enough depth for me to put any sort of nude on top, I find. And here is what the Wycon lip liner looks like on me. This is very similar to the Pat McGrath lip liner I also have. These feel a little bit more waxy compared to the Lisa Eldridge and the Kiko ones I've referenced previously. This is just a touch more tuggy, but I love this shade on me. It's definitely a cool tone still on my lips anyway, but I can definitely see there is a hint of warmth there. But you can just see how this makes my face just come alive, and that's why I love this shade of lip liner so much. And I will be pairing it with a Lilybyred let me see, Glassy Layer Fixing Tint. This is in the shade Musket Shower, and this is the shade I almost shouted out. This is another really pretty mauve tone, but it is a little bit plummier compared to anything else. It is quite light, as you can see. It's like a really, really light purpley pink, really pretty, and I think it's going to be beautiful over this lip liner, which is why I wanted to pair these. I think this would look nice with the lightest Kiko one that I swatched for you at the start of the video as well, but this will go as well. And this is another K-beauty favorite of mine. If I reach for a lip stain very often, it's the Custard Mauve one from Romand at the beginning, or this one. They're two of my favorites. And I was right. The pairing of this lip liner with this lip stain is absolutely beautiful. This lip stain feels a bit creamier than the ones from Romand I've shown you so far. I felt that this feels almost like a lip mousse, but without it having like the weird, like, you know, how when you use like a liquid lip mousse, then it has those little bits sometimes that can get caught on your lip line. This goes on smoothly. It has a little bit of shine, so it feels like a gloss going on, but it's a stain. So this is going to stain your lips, and even though it is quite a light shade, I think it works really well with this lip liner. What do you guys think? This is a great lip combo for a slightly more intense look. Loving it so far. The final lip liner I have for you is MAC's Stone. Here is what that lip liner looks like. I am on a huge MAC lipstick kick this year. I bought a couple of things in the springtime, was reminded of how good MAC lipsticks are, bought some more over the summertime, and now I bought a bunch more, which you'll see in an upcoming haul. But Stone is one that I picked up in the spring. I had never tried Stone before. Or did I buy this over the summertime? I don't remember. But it's the classic cool toned lip liner that MAC does. Because I'm on such a cool tone kick, and also like a MAC kick, I did buy some more lip liners to test out, as well as some of the newer lipsticks, because they discontinued so many of their lipstick shades. And I was missing Dark Side in my life. I used to own that before, and it was discontinued and it was expired in my collection. So I'm now trying to find something that is similar in the current MAC range. And I think I found some good options. And then I bought some lip liners to go with it. So you're going to see me show you some more cooler toned lip liners from MAC very soon. But because I hadn't tried those yet, I don't really know what they look like. So that's why I'm only showing you Stone today. But yeah, I could very easily have done this with just MAC lip liners, this video, I think. So here is what MAC's Stone looks like on me if I apply the thing full on. Full on, I don't like it. With a gloss on top or with another lipstick together, it looks really stunning. I have found that this lip liner definitely serves a purpose in my makeup collection, especially because I now have this taupe colored lipstick from Kiko, and this goes perfectly with it. Very often with these like grayish, taupey leaning lipsticks, I always have the issue, I think you can see it here as well, that I get this red ring around my mouth because it's such a big clash with my natural lip color that it just stands out in a weird way. But I have found that if I first put on the lipstick and then fill in the gaps, you could say, with the lip liner, it lasts all day and it's really not going to give me this weird clownish mouth at all. So been loving that for sure, and Stone lip liner has been one of my favorites in recent months. And what I wanted to pair it with is another Lilybyred Glassy Fixing Tint. Glassy Layer Fixing Tint. This is the other shade I have, and this is in Kill Me Plum. So this is a bit more of a purpley leaning shade, and I just thought it could be a fun, intense shade to put with Stone. Purples, berries very often have a slightly cooler undertone because they often have a blue tone base to them. That's what makes them purple looking in the first place. So that's why purples are very often going to be cool toned to begin with, especially in lipsticks. So let me see how this pairs, because I've never tried this before, and maybe I have just found a new way to wear Stone by MAC. Oh my word. I said I was hoping this was going to be a good combination with MAC Stone and making it my favorite lip combo. Look at how pretty this is. This is like the ultimate blackberry shade, but without it being too black. Very often these really intense purple tones don't look right on me because it's too much of a clash between my skin tone and my lips. And it just looks a little bit off. But this is a blackberry I can get down with. I think that combination is stunning. Here are all the shades swatched together so far. I still have one shade left though, which is the most intense lip stain I have as well. And it's also one of the deepest things I have. So let me take this one off and let me show you one of my all-time favorites, K-Beauty lip stains. And finally, last but not least, my Peri Pera Ink Velvet in shade 37. This is the shade Wine Nude. This is so pretty. I think it would go really well with stone as well. So maybe if I have like any gaps somewhere, I'm just going to fill it in with a bit of stone. But the Peri Pera Ink Velvets are one of my favorite lip stain formulas. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6 of these. I used to own more in the past, but those were all warmer tones. But this is great. It's sort of like a liquefied lipstick almost, but because it has a staining factor, even if it wears down, you still have a bit of color left, and these are incredibly hydrating. I no longer wear liquid lipstick, but these I make an exception for, and they make me just really happy. I have peachy tones. They have a sheer formula in this. They have this more opaque version. They do discontinue shades of these all the time. I have this really pretty set of 3 reds that is absolutely stunning. But Wine Nude is the shade I reach for. If I want a nude, but I want it to be a little bit more, if I want a bit more oomph out of my nude, that's when I reach for this. Because this by itself, yes, it has a nude mauve tone color, but it has the intensity of what MAC Stone brings to the party. So it's a really, really nice like balance between depth and a nude, which I've never found another lip product that does that for me. So let's see how it goes with the rest of the outfit, because I think this is going to work really well with these green tones that I've got going on today. So here is Wine Nude by itself. It goes on quite warm toned at first. Like when it goes on fully opaque, it looks really brown. But then when I rub my lips together and I sort of start smudging it out, I feel this purpley tone comes through a lot. And that's why I like it so much. So let me see, I'm just curious. Yes, what I had hoped would happen happens when I put a little bit of stone lip liner with this. It's the perfect shade to add a little bit more depth and dimension to this lip look, combined with the Peri Pera and Wine Nude. So here is again a swatch of all the shades together, from very, very light and more like very fair, and then we go into the deeper things. Looking at all of this, does it look very cool toned on the back of my hand? I don't feel so, but on my lips, it all looked a lot more cool toned than on the back of my hand. That is something to bear in mind also when you go into store and start swatching lip products. Swatch lip products, not here, because this is not the color of your lips. The inside of your hand is. If you want to test the color of a lipstick, it's recommended to use your fingertips. And if you want to see the texture of how it sits on the lines of your lips and if it bleeds anywhere, it's recommended to do it here because that sort of mimics the lines that you have in your lips naturally as well. So those are some tips also for your lip swatches. This is just a little bit more of a blank canvas, you can say, to show you these shades all together. But on my lips, I feel they all looked more different to what I've got going on here. But I have that experience with a lot of lip products. So that's why I never know what things look like on me until I put them on. So yeah, that's it for today. Thank you so very much for joining me. I really hope this video was helpful and useful to you. Let me know in a comment down below if you want me to continue my Cool Tone series in 2025, because I definitely think I have some more selections to show you come the new year. So I think I just want to redo the whole series, and then we can discuss like my old favorites and my new favorites, etc., because we all know I love a good cool tone. I love testing them out in any product range really that I've got going on in my life, but lips definitely being one of them. So let me know if you want to if you want me to keep doing it. Of course, I have lots of other content coming your way, so stay tuned for more, because I do make 4 videos a week over on this channel, once a week on my second channel, and I do blog daily as well. So I'll catch you somewhere in the meantime. For now, thank you so very much for watching. Stay tuned, and I hope to see you in my next one. Bye-bye.